Dear all, today we are going to discuss about recursive definitions. So before that, we need to understand by what is the meaning of sequence. Then how we are going to represent this particular sequence. Then later how you are going to represent this sequence into different methods. Okay. So first one is called as sequence. If you look at this sequence is an ordered set of real numbers a1, a2, a3 up to an, where a1 is the first number, a2 is the second number up to nth term. So usually this is denoted by an, okay, and an is called as nth term. An is called as nth term or the general term of this particular sequence. And if you look at the general form or general term of a particular sequence of arithmetic progression, so which is given by a plus d, a plus 2d into bracket a plus n minus 1d, where a is called as the first number and d is called as the difference between first number to the next number, or second to third number, third to fourth number. So this is what the nth term. If you look at the sequence 1, 3, 5, where a is equal to 1, a1 is equal to 1, a2 is equal to 3, a2, a3 is equal to 5, so on and so forth. When you use this one, a into bracket n minus 1d, you are going to get it as 2n minus 1. So where a is equal to 1 and d is equal to 2. So similarly, you can write down for 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So where alternatively minus signs. So I am going to write this as minus 1 to the power of n minus 1. And here if you write down for this, the sequence will be like 1 divided by n. So these are all some of the examples which we are going to mention. Now any sequence will be represented by two different methods. So one is called as explicit method, another one is recursive method. So we are going to represent any sequence using these two methods in further part of the uh, presentations. In explicit method, the general term of the sequence is explicitly given. Okay, the various terms of the sequence are obtained by giving the values for n is equal n, which belongs to z plus 1. And there are this is first method, and in the recursive methods, general form relates to the few of its predictions. Okay, we will see like how you are going to represent using these two methods. Okay, so now in the first example, we are going to use both the methods. So for example, 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 up to n terms. So in this, if you look at the sequence of these particular numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, the difference is quite same. So I can apply the general term, or you can nth term of this particular sequence is a plus n minus 1d. So it seems to be an arithmetic progression. So where a is equal to 1 and d is equal to 2. So with this sequence, first number is 1 and the difference between first number to the next number is 2. So hence we will take it d as 2. So nth term is this one, so we can find out 1 plus n minus 1 into 2, where 1 plus 2n minus 2, so you are going to get it as like 2n minus 1, so which is the value by using explicit method. So there is quite a different way to represent uh, the sequence using recursive method. So I will consider first number as a1. Okay, a1 is equal to 1. second number as a2 is equal to 3, third number a3 is equal to 5, and a4 is equal to 7. So now we can express this a1, a2, a3, a4 as follows. If you look at by using a1, I can write a2, that is a2 is equal to, actually it is 3, I can write it as 1 plus 2, where a1 already I know a1 is equal to 1, so I can write it as a1 plus 2. Okay, so this is how a2 I can represent it as a1 plus 2. Now a3, depending on the previous value, if you look at a2 plus 2, I can write it as, it is 5. So I can write it as 3 plus 2. I can write it as 3 plus 2, where this I got a2 as 3. So I can write a3 is equal to a2 plus 2. Similarly, I can write a4. a4 is equal to 7. So I can write this as 5 plus 2, with a4 is equal to a3 plus 2, where a3 plus 2, where a3 is equal to 5. So you are going to get it as 7. So like this, you can write a5 is equal to a4 plus 2, a6 is equal to a5 plus 2. Like this you go on writing. In general, I can write it as an is equal to an minus 1 plus 2. So a4 is a3, a3 is a2, a2 is a1. So like this, if you start writing, I can write in general an equal to an minus 1 plus 2. But what is the initial values? So a1 is equal to 1 is the initial value, and value of n is belongs to z plus, and one more thing is n is always greater than. So whenever we are going to represent by using the recursive definitions, it is mandatory that you have to write down the initial values. So that is, this is a1 is equal to 1, and the value of n should be always greater than 1, and all these n belongs to z plus. So this is one method which we are using to represent the given sequence numbers. Okay, we'll see other problem. 35, 30, 25, 20, so and so forth. So if you look at the numbers, again it is an arithmetic progression only, where a is equal to 35 and d is, it is decreasing. Okay, so that is why I have taken it as minus 5. So a plus n minus 1 d, that is n minus 1, here d is equal to minus 5, so I have written it as minus 5. So this equal to 35 minus 5n, minus of minus 5, that is plus 5, so which is equal to 35 plus 5 40, 40 minus 5n. So this is as per explicit method. Okay, 40 minus 5n. So similarly, how we are going to write down this using recursive method? As in the previous problem, a1 is equal to 35, a2 is equal to 30, a3 is equal to 25, a4 is equal to 20. Okay, so we express the terms a1, a2, a3, a4 as follows, where a1 is equal to, first initial value an is equal to, a1 is equal to 35. So with this a2 I can write it as 35 minus 5, okay, which is a1 minus 5. So similarly, if you look at a3 is again 30 minus 5, and I can write it as this 30 put together as a2. So a2 minus 5. Similarly, a3 is equal to again. So what I got is a2 minus, say 5, I am getting here as 1. So next is Uh, Continuing like this, if you look at an equal to an minus 1, an minus 1 plus 5, an minus 1 plus, sorry, an minus 5, it is minus 5. So what I'm getting is, next term is sorry, an plus 5, where a1 is represented by uh, 35. Okay, so where n is greater than 1. Okay, so here already we have represented using the explicit method as 40 minus 5n, and here with the recursive method we have represented as an is equal to an minus 1. Now we shall look back this particular problem where we are using uh, by using recursive method, how we are going to obtain the same sequence in the form of explicit method. So that is, the given recursive relation is an equal to an minus 1 minus 5 with a1 is equal to 35 as the initial value. Okay, so now we shall find the given sequence an explicitly. We need to use the given recursive relation quite repeatedly. So that is, if I write an is equal to an minus 5, so instead of this a1 minus 5, I can write it as an minus 2 minus 5 and this minus 5. Okay, so again this an minus 2, I can write it as an minus 2 in minus 2.5 because two fives are there. Again an minus 3, I can write it as this an equal to this an minus 2 means what, an minus 3 minus 5, and earlier already I have minus 2.5. So with this what I am getting, an minus 3 minus 3.5. Similarly, instead of this minus an minus 3, if I write an minus 4 minus 5 dot 4.5, I will get as an. So if you look at the entire problem, I am going to get the observe the correlation of n minus 1 with 1.5. N minus 2 means what? 2.5. So with this, uh, with the 3, I can write n minus 3.5. So like this, I can write it as an equal to a1 minus into bracket n minus 1 5. But when I substitute an is equal to 35, I am going to get the same value, that is an is equal to 40 minus 5n, which is same as the explicit method. Okay, now we will see some of the examples which will uh, represent the recursive definition of a given sequence. An is equal to 5n, which is an explicit method, or you can call it as an is equal to 5 comma 10 comma 15. So if you look at, if you substitute n, which is n is equal to 1, then a1 is equal to 5, a2 is equal to 5 into 2, you will get 10. Similarly a3 is equal to 15, a4 is equal to 20. You can write now. Now a1 is equal to 5. If I write this, a2 as 5 plus 5, A3 as 10 plus 5, okay, this 15, then this 20 I can write it as 15 plus 5, that is A1, A2, A3, A4. Now A1 is equal to 5, this A2 instead of this 5 I can substitute A1. So now what I am getting, A2 is equal to A1 plus 5. Similarly, A3 is equal to 10 plus 15. What is 10? You are getting A2 is equal to 10. So I can write A3 is equal to A2 plus 5. Similarly, A4 is equal to A3 plus 5. So if you look at this, in general, if I write 4 is there, then 3. 3 is there, 2. That is 1 less. So I can write an equal to an minus 1 plus 5, where what is the first value? A1 is equal to 5 and n is greater than 1 and n belongs to z plus. So this is what the one simple problem that for an is equal to 5n. Huh. If you look at another problem, an equal to 2 minus of minus 1 to the power of n. If you take the value of n, depending on the value of n, this minus 1 to the power of n will vary. So that is, we know that minus 1 to the power of n equal to minus 1 if n is an odd integer and plus 1 if n is an even integer. Okay, so that is what this value. Now based on this, if you write a1 is equal to 3, a2 is equal to 1, a3 is equal to 3, a4 is equal to 1, like this you are going to get the sequence by substituting the value of n in the given a of n. Now a1 is equal to 3 I will write, a2 is equal to, I can write a1 minus 2. Okay, so that is 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 2, you are going to get it as 1. So again I am getting 3, I can write it as a3 is equal to a2 plus 2. Then a4, again I will get a3 minus 2. I can write like this to get the value a4 as 1. Or a1 is equal to 3, I can write a2 is equal to a1 plus, I can write it like this, plus 2 minus 1 to the bracket of 1. So this will get minus 1. So minus 1 into minus plus, that is 2 plus 1. This is minus 1, minus of minus 1 plus 3. Okay. So now if you write down, this is not there. 2 into minus 1 to the power of minus 1. So if you look here, 2, so this a2 minus 1 to the power of square, that is 1. So 2 into 1, a2 is the value what you are getting. So you are going to get a3. So now similarly a4, I can write it as a3 plus 2 into bracket minus 1 to the power of 3. So again you are going to get a4 as 1. Okay, so this, because a3 is equal to 3 here, plus 2 into minus 1 to the power of 3, then again you are going to get minus 1, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, plus 3 you are going to get a4. So in general I can write it as a1 is equal to 3, okay, an minus 1, an minus 1 plus 2 into bracket minus 1 to the power of n minus 1. I can write like this, where a1 is equal to 3 and n is greater than 1 and n belongs to z plus. Okay, so this is how we are going to represent the sequence using a recursive definition. We'll go ahead with another problem. Uh, Find an explicit formula for a of n is equal to a of n minus 1 plus 1 plus n, where a1 is equal to 4 for n greater than or equal to 0. So you know this kind of representation is a recursive kind of representation for a particular sequence. So with the initial values a1 is equal to 4 and the value of this is greater than or equal to 0. I have written the year in which the particular question was being asked. Now whenever we need to find out the explicit representation for a particular problem when recursive kind of definitions are given. So we are going to adopt backtracking for finding an explicit formula. So I have talked about backtracking in the previous session. Now if you look at, according to the definition, an is equal to an minus 1 plus n. So now if I write an minus 1 as per the definition, it will be a, so 1 less. So that is an minus 2 plus this n. If it is n, it is n. So n minus 1 means, so n minus 1 I can write here. So this is how I'm going to write down for an minus 1. If you look at here, I have written an minus 2 is an minus 1 equal to an minus 2 plus n minus 1, and this n I have retained same thing. If I continue to write using the same pattern, if you look at an minus 2, for an minus 2 is equal to, I will get an minus 3 plus into bracket n minus 2. Okay. So now this n minus 1 and this n I will retain as it is. So an minus 3 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 1 plus n. So this is what the statement I will get after second step. Now same thing, if you look here, an minus 3 which is equal to an minus 4 plus n minus 3 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 1 plus n. So this is what I am going to get. So I can write an is equal to this particular statement now. Okay. So if you go on writing for further steps, you can write continuously. But since I need to get a1, so since the value of a1 is given, in order to get the a1 value, I can write up to n minus 4. If n is equal to 5, I will get 5 minus 4. So that is a1. I can get it here. Okay. So now continuing with this same step, I have written here, if you look at an equal to a1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, like this I can write up to n minus 2 plus n minus 1 plus n, go on writing up to an. Now if you write down here an equal to 4, a1 is equal to 4 which is given in the problem. So a1 is equal to 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, this I will write as it is. Okay. So now an is equal to, I can write this 4 as 3 plus 1. So this I will get as 3 plus, so 1 extra from this, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. This remaining part as it is, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 1 plus n. So this is what I am going to write in this particular step. So an equal to now 3. I can write this as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to plus n. I have written it as n. So now this I can write it as an equal to 3 plus, so it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n terms. So that is why I can write it in this form. So sigma I is equal to 1 to n I. But I know that sigma of I is equal to 1 to n I is n into bracket n plus 1 by 2. So I can write an equal to 3 into bracket n plus n into bracket n plus 1 by 2. So which is a required explicit formula in order to represent in the form of explicit formula for a recursive definition.